On this project, I researched about SDG number 11, and that SDG is Sustainable Cities and Communities. And I mainly focused on slums in Mexico and people who live in slums, but talking about more specifically of slums in Monterrey. I interviewed three different demographics and with different ideas, but today I will talk about two of my interviews, and the one that impacted me the most was the first one. The first one was to a man that worked on the government, and he gave his point of view, and he said that they really worked and do things to help the slums because they are really in need. And he commented that they need a lot of help because they don't have any electricity nor water nor gas, and those things are essential needs for people to live. He also commented that one of the biggest problems in slums is insecurity because they are in need and they start to commit crimes of assaulting persons or getting into houses to get food or money. So nobody is secure on the slums nor community because they don't know when they will come in to get the money they have or they have earned. The government helps a lot by providing to some parts light and streets for them to go around, but they get angry and attack them because they think they can live on their own and they can make their own things. And they also don't want for the law to get in of the slums because they also have drugs in there, because they consume drugs to forget and stop thinking about the problems they have and that they are not living in the best way possible. My second most important interview was to a person that didn't help and it's not in favor of helping the people that it's in need in the slums. Her opinion was really different to many persons because she said that why people who work and live well have to help them if people is making their own money and their own things to help people who don't do nothing. She believes that they should work for their own things and to make their own money and move on. That's why somebody who work for their things should keep their things and their money because they made their own things. And also they live in the slums and suffer because they want to and they don't think or do anything to get out of there or to live a better life. That was the second demographic group I chose to talk about and to explain the interview of the second opinion that was really different.
Now we're going to analyze the green areas and public places in the north of Mexico. The demographics that we're going to analyze in this podcast is the country of Mexico, the north of Mexico, and the metropolitan area of Monterrey. We will discuss various points in this podcast: the lack of green areas in public places, the limits in which traffic can be related to the achievement of sustainability, and more. Green areas take a role in the fact that they can make a citizen's life healthier or bad quality. My interviewee believes that the road situation in Mexico is completely trash. They believe that traffic causes accidents, and car crashes cause even more traffic. There should be more road education, and there is people that drive that do not have the necessary permissions to drive but are still on the road. Some of the solutions and projects that the government should do is to invest in public transportation. The government should upgrade the public transportation's quality because the public transportation quality is horrible in most parts of Mexico and they pollute in a very horrendous way. There is no better investment than to invest in the needs of the many. He also believes in sending more staff in high traffic hours on the streets would be a very good solution. This way, officers can guide drivers and make the streets a safer place. Traffic and its pollution is not only a huge responsibility of the government. People should also pay attention to this issue and do something to reduce it. He believes that this job should have been done decades ago. He believes that cities all around Mexico are growing very fast, so he believes that the best solution is to plan ahead in future cities around Mexico. Discussing the other subject, green areas in Mexico are very, very huge. The problem is that they are not really protected, so any company can just go in there and extract the resources that they need and leave. His solution is to promote living in green areas. People should live in less dense places. The issue is that most of the people want to live near civilization, so they usually go to areas with a big population density. Mexico City and Monterrey occupy the first two places in the most polluted cities in Latin America, and my interviewee believes that Mexico must be doing something very wrong to have these numbers.
At last, I would like to conclude that this was a really important topic that we need to cover because Mexico is in real need for help because people it's not putting enough attention to this problem because they think it's something that will go on and nothing will happen. But this is a really big problem that is affecting a lot of lives and a lot of people because this is creating a lot of crimes, a lot of insecurity because people is in real need for food, for money. So what they are doing now, it's coming down from the mountains and from their houses to assault people, robber, and kidnap kids for them to get some money for them to live because they don't have any water, gas, nor light, so they need to find a way of getting out of there. And the way they are going to it's with drugs, and that is creating a really big problem because no police can go or governmental persons can go to their houses to help them because they attack because they think they are going to go to jail because of the drugs. So this is a really big problem, and I think we should all help.